Minecraft Comes Alive Reborn is a continuation of Minecraft Comes Alive, but with some new developers. It's available on some of Minecraft's later versions, and at the time of this video is available to both Forge and Fabric users on Minecraft 1.16.5 and 1.18.2. And I'm going to cover some of the core features and mechanics of the mod. With it installed, villagers are going to be very different. They'll have a human form, with each one having a unique skin. The villagers are gendered too, so that they can either be male or female. Over time, you get to know a villager and build a relationship with them. You can do this by right-clicking on them and choosing options like Talk, where you can tell jokes, casually chat, or even flirt and kiss. Although villagers aren't always open to some of these options. Depending on their personality and current mood, they might respond negatively, or you might get some bonus points instead depending on the interaction. There's also the Interact option, where you can have a villager stay where you are, move them to locations around the village, or equip them with armor. In this menu, it's also possible to give a gift to a villager, which is an easy way to improve on your relationship, as they'll often accept many items, with expensive stuff like diamonds always being an easy option. On the left-hand side of the villager interaction screen, you can hover over the hearts icon to see your current relationship standing. Over time, this will increase and decrease, with it even being possible to go into the negative values. These icons also show the genes of a villager, whether they're married, and what your last interaction resulted in. There's an item provided by the mod called the Villager Editor, and it's unobtainable in survival mode, only in creative. Here you can adjust all the aspects of a villager, like their name, gender, personality, current hearts, and more. So that might be useful for you too. If you're in survival mode but want this item, just press Escape, press the Open to Land button, then enable cheats, and you can quickly move into creative mode. Once you've found the right villager, you have the option to marry them. You can do this by providing them with either an engagement ring or a wedding ring, and both of these items are relatively cheap to craft. To use a wedding ring, you need to have obtained 100 hearts with them before they'll accept it, whereas the engagement ring only requires 50 hearts instead. So it's definitely the better option. To marry a villager, interact with them, choose the gift option and provide them with a ring, and they should hopefully accept it. It is possible to divorce your spouse, with the option being available in the Talk menu, but instead you can speak to a cleric, who will provide you with divorce papers, which should be given to your partner to reduce any penalties. The cleric works like in the vanilla game, so you can turn a villager into a cleric by placing down a brewing stand. After marrying a villager and building on your relationship, you have the option to have a child. Just select the Procreate option when talking to a villager. They might not always agree, so get to know your spouse more first, and try reaching at least 100 hearts in your relationship. After a quick dance, a baby boy or girl will be added to your inventory, which can be right-clicked and named. There's always a chance to have twins, too. You should keep the baby in your inventory for now, as it will slowly grow over time, or you can place it in your partner's inventory. By default, it takes 20 minutes for a baby to grow into a child, but that can be changed in the config. After this time, the baby can be placed down in the world, and you'll have 100 hearts with it already. At first, it will be a baby. You'll have to wait a short amount of time for it to become a child, which is when it will be able to walk. Then you'll have the Work button available when interacting with your child, where you can send them to fish, hunt, harvest, and chop trees. You might need to place the right tool in your child's inventory, like a fishing rod or axe. If at any time you can't find your family, then try creating a whistle from 4 iron ingots and a gold block. When you use it, you can call a family member to your location, and it will teleport them to you. To accelerate the growth of a child, you can feed them golden apples. Once they've matured into adults, they'll no longer work for you. There is a variety of buildings that can be added to a village, which benefit you and its residents. You'll need to create the blueprint from 8 paper and a blue die. When you right-click it, the first screen you'll see is the map of your village, showing each house, village bell, and other important structures. Under the Catalog section, you can see the 10 different structures currently provided with the mod, as well as their requirements. So for example, crafting the inn requires an area of at least 64 blocks, which contains a smoker, jukebox, and 4 beds. But you can also create a graveyard, library, an armory, prison, and more. After you've crafted the structure, stand inside it and open the blueprint again. Under the Map section, press the Add Building button, and it should appear on the map. One of your unemployed villagers will make their way over and become a worker for that structure, so they can also be traded for some items related to their professions. Over time, you can increase your rank within the village by completing tasks. You can see your current rank inside the blueprint and how to reach the next one. You'll start out as a peasant, and becoming a merchant requires you to have an average of 20 hearts, build a big house, and a storage building. As you rank up, new rules can be introduced to the village, with the first being taxes at the merchant rank. With taxes implemented, you'll see items slowly be added to the storage building by villagers. Once you reach the noble rank, you can introduce a birth limit to slow down or increase population growth, and later on, a marriage limit. You can later rank up to a mayor, and then eventually a king. Villagers aren't immune to death. They can be killed in many of the ways villagers can, like through hostile mob, accidents, and raids. When a villager dies, they'll be buried in the graveyard, so make sure there's always empty plots available with headstones. But as we all know, death in Minecraft isn't permanent. You can create an altar from 3 obsidian pillars, which are 2 blocks high, and place an emerald block in the middle. During the night, ignite the top of all 3 pillars as well as the emerald block to summon the Grim Reaper. You'll have to kill the Reaper, which is hard to do. It's able to float in the sky and is immune to arrow attacks, as it will teleport around like an Enderman. During the fight, it will summon undead mobs like zombies, skeletons, and phantoms. And with the large amount of health it has, it's going to be a pretty drawn-out fight. Bring lots of healing items too, as you'll also be hit by the wither effect a lot. Once defeated, the Grim Reaper will drop a scythe, which can be used for a few things. The first option is to kill a villager with the scythe, which will capture their soul. Then you can right-click on a tombstone with the scythe to revive that villager. So you're trading a soul for a soul. After a few seconds and some lightning strikes, the villager will be resurrected, but as a less human form of themselves, as they're now infected. Another method of reviving villagers is by using your scythe and turning it into a staff of life instead. You can do that by combining the scythe with an end rod and nether star, so it's quite expensive. With the staff of life, no other villagers will need to be killed to revive another, and they can be resurrected without being infected. Villagers are able to become infected such as by being hit by zombies, or when resurrected with the Grim Reaper scythe. Villagers that are infected will have their skin color slowly change. They might be shaking, they won't communicate with the player, and they'll try to bite other villagers. If a villager hasn't transformed into a zombie yet, but they're infected, try gifting them a golden apple. It should cure them. If a villager has transformed, then lock them up so they can infect other villagers, and so that guards won't kill them. Throw a splash potion of weakness onto them, and then right-click them with a golden apple, and it should cure them after a few minutes. If a zombie villager can't be cured, it's a good idea to kill them. That's the most important features currently included with the mod. It's still receiving tons of updates, so I'd keep an eye out on the mod page, as well as the developers' Discord. I'm sure in the future, we're going to see more changes that integrate mechanics from modern versions of Minecraft, like the Village and Pillage update. If you enjoyed this video, consider leaving a like and subscribing. I cover hundreds of mods, texture packs, and data packs on my channel which you might like. And I've got more videos coming out soon.